Happy Paper Dolls Saturday. I hope you had a wonderful week and I hope you're looking forward to a new paper doll and what I am going to build in the city of the paper dolls. She is starting to bulk up. Um, it's sturdy, so there's lots of room. It can expand. There's no problem there. So let's go and see what we can do. Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lou, and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. Let's browse through where we're at. So we have the Jive and Poodle Skirt Lady. The Ballroom Beauty. Farmer's Market. Let's go on a picnic. Create a herb garden. The Ladies Who Brunch or Paper Dolls That Brunch. And this is a belly band and this is a pocket. Then we have the ladies on their shopping spree with all their purchases and things that they have found in the magazines. Then last week we made the graduation paper doll right here where we have her on either side of the flip out. And then we have our beautiful Sophia, who is going to be going to bed today. So let's see what we can create with Sophia. So let me show you first what is all included in the bedtime stories paper doll set. So it comes with Sophia. She's got 2 pairs of slippers, a pair of pajamas, and a beautiful nightgown. And then she gets a bedroom. I am so excited. I really am. So I created the bed. I created the cat. So now Sophia has a cat. And I am open to suggestions on what we can name the cat. She's got bunny slippers. There is the Sweet Dreams sign, a book for on the nightstand, the stack of books, a lamp, an alarm clock, and a hairbrush. So yeah, I think that is just lovely. And then this is the background that I created. So it is yellow with little flowers. And I think it's really pretty. So that is the bedtime stories paper doll set that is now available in my Ko-fi store, and it will also be available in my Etsy shop. And they're no longer free, so the freebie is going to be the one for this upcoming week. So we'll have to wait and see what that will be. Let's build the bedtime stories page because we need a bedtime story, right? So I printed the background off on clear sticker paper because I thought that would be really cool to put like bits and pieces behind here. I have no idea how that is going to work, but that's kind of where I was thinking I would go. So I am going to, I would like to rip it, but I don't know if I can do that with sticker paper. Do you think that is an option? So I'm just going to cut about half of it. And then I want to cut that white edge off because I don't need it. And there's a little bit of a white edge right here as well. And that's just from the printer. That is definitely not how I design it. I design it as a full sheet, but my printer does not want to do full sheets. It desperately, excuse me, it desperately wants me to have a border. Doesn't matter what I've tried, it just wants that border. So what I'm going to do is I want to kind of turn this into wallpaper, and I have everything fussy cut, of course. So this is a little big with the nightstand. So I'm going to actually cut the nightstand off right now. Or do I want to make the bed smaller? I think I want to make the bed smaller. Let's just do that. Okay. So I'm just cutting the bed down. And then the bed can be somewhat of a tuck. So if I put the bed higher a little bit, that goes right there. This goes right there. And then that works. Okay, I grabbed my Wild Honey Distress ink. I don't know if it's going to look okay, but I figured I would give it a try. I'm just grabbing a brush that I can apply it with. I think this will work. Let's just see. I'm just going to test it right here to see if that's not too orangey. And it kind of is. Where do you think I would have put my yellow distress ink? So the nicest yellow for distress oxides, because I want to use my distress oxide to give it a little bit of yellow background. And the best one is the scattered straw. It is just that right bit of yellow. And it will turn a little white because it is going to oxidize. And I want to spray a little water on there. There. Oh, and that turns really cool. And then I will use the wild honey to give it just a little bit of extra. Ugh, that's a little much extra. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I've got my brush here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spread it out because I think I can. And then my page is going to be a little bit more yellow than coffee dyed. Let's see what happens if I spray some alcohol on here. I'm not sure, but let's put the heat gun on it and see what happens. Okay, so I really like how this turned out. It turned into a little bit of a suede look. I will show you. I don't know if it'll come across on the camera, but that's what it looks like right here. So that is done. Then I'm going to take my background. So this is now a sticker, which is not always easy to get off. See, ta-da. And let's see if I can rip this. Maybe if I give it a little cut. Yeah, So what I want to do is I want to rip it into pieces. And then I kind of want to put the pieces just like that. So I'm giving it the background, but I don't want it to be neat and tidy. That's really what this is. There, and then right there. And this one can go right there. I'm going to grab my bone folder because I don't want to rub over it with my fingers, because I'm pretty sure I am going to take all the ink off of it. Let's see, I don't know where I put my bone folder. Okay, I'm just going to use this, it's a silicone brush. So I'm just going to go over it with a silicone brush, making sure that the sticker is attached. And it is attached to the page. And it's just a question of wanting to make sure that all the edges are attached properly. Everything else will work really nicely because I can just go on this side and rub it down, and then it is all good to go. There we go. There is, oh, you can't even see that because it's shimmering right there. That's what I did. I'm going to put something under here so that it is just a little lifted and it takes away the glare a little bit. There we go. So you can see it without it interfering with your experience. Oh, I got this wet, which is okay. So I print everything out on double-sided matte photo paper. And what I want to do, because of course I have my brush that is now completely covered in the oxide, so I just want to brush over top of the edge of the bed so that it will blend away into the background. And I'm just using up whatever is left on my brush. That works. Let's see. And I, of course, want to test a few things, so I am testing all different things here to see if it will work, and I think it does. So I'll give it a quick dry. So the bonus when you are working with matte photo paper is that when it's dry, it actually becomes permanent. You can no longer, like this no longer is to be activated with water or with water, with ink, with anything. I need to ink around the rest of this, and I don't need to ink around this side. I just want to ink around the bottom and the bed itself. And I am going to grab my walnut stain. Let's just ink it up. And the inking is just so that the white edges disappear. I want it to actually look like we're in a bedroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue around the edges, or the outer edges. So right here on the bottom, that's not the bottom. And the other thing I want to do is I want to cut the night table completely off for now. There we go. So I am just sticking this down, going all the way to the edge so it lines up with that sticker paper right there. And now I have a tuck right here. This I am just going to glue down so it becomes part of the background. So you can stick stuff behind there, but it is not part of the bed itself anymore. It will not be part of the pocket. So I'm just gluing it completely down. And I can decorate it with all the other pieces of the kit. And I think it'll be pretty quick today. Sometimes there's a lot involved, sometimes not so much. There we go. So there is our little sneak peek into the bedroom. Now there's all the other bits and pieces, right? So we have the other nightgown, which we can tuck right in there. There. Ta-da! This little piece I can tuck right in there as well. The little label can go right there. The alarm clock is going to go on here, and I just want to put a little yellow behind that so that it kind of blends in with the background, and then I'll ink around it with my walnut stain. There. And we can glue it down. And you know, like, if you have another idea of what to do with this, you don't have to do what I do. Actually, I think that's why I give lots of accessories, so you can do whatever you want. I think I want the lamp behind the clock. Whoops. Quickly ink that. Glue it down. As I love doing these spreads because it's just fun to create something that, you know, like it's a little sneak peek into the life of the paper doll. So then the alarm clock can go right there. And then we have the stack of books. And I think I may have to pull the clock off again. If we do it like that, that works. And it doesn't have to be completely on the nightstand. It's just the illusion, right? You can cut this down, of course, and I think that works too. But I'm going to keep it together. Just stick it right behind here, like that. There we go. What I do have to do is make sure that it doesn't glue my pocket shut. Shoot. That wasn't very smart now, was it? Okay. Then I want the book with the glasses, and this one is not correct. The one in the one that I fixed, the book is a little bit smaller and the glasses are definitely much smaller. So I'm going to put this here against the edge of the bed, but the new one, the glasses are smaller, they're more cat-like, and the book is a little smaller as well. I want to tuck the bunny slippers kind of like that, coming out from under the bed. I really like the bunny slippers. Thought they were just cute little addition. And I will just lift this up a little bit and stick them right there. The kitty cat would be able to go right here. Well, let's just do that. Let's just leave the cat, put the cat right there. Sweet dreams, I want right there. And that's it. So then I have used all the bits and pieces and I have created a bit of a bedtime story. So Sophia likes to go to bed and read a book. You know, it was the 50s. We didn't have TV in the bedroom. So you read your book. I remember well, I wasn't born in the 50s. But we read when we went to bed. There was no TV or anything like that. Okay. So have you guys seen in my, I don't know if you've seen in my Ko-fi shop or in my Etsy shop, they're in both, the Leading Ladies collection. So I created 10 leading ladies from the 1950s. So we have Elizabeth, we have Lucille, we have Audrey, we have Grace, Doris, Yoka, and Sophia, of course. And they're all part of the 1950s dolls. So I want to put this right here. Around that quickly. And I thought it was just like this lovely little addition. Like I get lots of questions of, oh, I would like to see a different doll or something. And I hear you. I absolutely hear you. There is even more coming. It's all in process right now. I've heard the requests. I am seeing the bathing suit beauties. I can tell you that that is absolutely happening. Then there is, what was the other one that I've seen? You know, more elegance, more fun things. And I'm hoping that this week's doll kind of plays into that a little bit. because that one is definitely fun. Okay, we'll stick Sophia right in here, and we have her. We have her bedroom created. There we go. I really like it. It is super simple. I like that it is yellow, which kind of gives it like a little bit of a different look. I do want to put some walnut ink on the edge just to make it a little darker. Like that. And then we'll go and take a look and see what the new doll is for this upcoming week. I just want to kind of even give that sticker a little bit more of a vintage look. So, and the way to do that is really easy because all I have to do really is just ink around it a little bit with the walnut stain. So I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So I'll tuck everything back in the pocket. And then let's take a look at the new one. Are you guys excited? I think you're gonna like her. I definitely like her a lot. She is special. Oops. All right, are you ready for a camping trip? I think she is just so cute. Just moving some stuff out of the way. So this is the brand new doll for this upcoming week. So I've put the original doll back on. Now that all the different dolls are in the shop, um, this is the doll that is going to be standard now with the Saturday paper doll. And all of them work together. So it doesn't matter if you have Lucille or you have Elizabeth or you have Audrey or you have Lena or you have Dorothy. It doesn't matter. All the clothes will fit on each doll. All the shoes will fit, all the scarves will fit, all the glasses will fit, everything. It all works together. And that is kind of how I am creating this. I want this to just be one giant happy family of paper dolls. That's how I'm creating the dolls, but that's also how I am trying to create a community with all of you, because I love the comments that I'm getting and the feedback and the requests um, for different dolls. I love it. I am actually blown away with how you guys are showing up, and I love it. Keep it coming, and I hope that um, I hope you guys like everything that I have coming up for the month of July. I'm doing things a little bit different for July, and I'm a little bit more interesting. So you'll have to wait and see what happens. All right, so here are all the pieces for the new Let's Go Camp or the new camping trip. So let's get her dressed. And I think she's allowed to have shorts today. What do you think? Shorts. And then do we want to put this little top on there? That actually looks really cute. Or do we want to put the navy top on her? I actually really like this one. I like how that looks with the stripes and the plaid. And it's red because it's Canada Day this week too, coming up. So it's allowed to have a little bit of red. Then we'll put the sandals on her because she is camping. And then the hat with the flowers. What do we think? Do we like that? Does it look like she's gone camping? We can put the bandana around her neck too. So let's just start by inking around her with the walnut stain. So I'll quickly, oh, I just lost her piece of hair. That's okay. Those hanging tendrils. Do you guys have trouble with those too? I always want to cut them off, but then I don't. And I think I have trouble. I had trouble with the fingers today too. So they might also be gone. It's okay. Okay. So as soon as you ink around her, she gets a little bit more color. I print my dolls out on 65-pound double-sided matte photo paper. And that means that when I'm inking or I spill something on her or something like that, it is okay. The ink is not going to run. The way that I printed it is going to stay exactly as it was. And by using the walnut stain, she gets a bit of a tan. Sometimes I find her pretty pale, but when I try to fix that, it goes orange really quickly. So that's kind of where I just don't want to do that. There we go. She is very pretty though. Okay, the shorts. Give a quick ink. Put some glue behind it. And then we'll stick the shorts onto her right there. Then we have the little top. And stick that down. And then I'm just taking the edges of the top and kind of sticking them behind her neck. Just like that. And then I'm taking the scarf. Well, apparently all I have for scissors right now is the big ones, so that's okay. So I'm just going to cut out the neckline here. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting out the white piece. And sometimes I just leave this so that I can do it on camera with you guys so you can see how I envision this. So how I am thinking about this is that you can slide this around her neck like that. And I think I need to make it just a touch bigger. So it works, but I'll make it just a little touch bigger so when you get it, um, it will be perfect. And it will also have all the tabs and everything on it. I will also have all the tabs on the bedtime stories clothing, so you don't have to worry about that. It's all going to be in place. There we go. She's got her bandana around her neck. That. Then let's take the hat. And the hat, I want to do the exact same way as I've done other times. Do I want to use the one with the flowers? Yes. So I'm just going to cut it open, but not all the way, so that I can slide this onto her head. And that way we can still see her face, but it also looks like the hat is really being worn by her. And that's what I mean. I hear you guys. I do. I definitely do. I also see the troubles, right? Like I am designing this, and when I build it, I see the troubles. So I try to improve on them week after week, but it's not always the easiest thing to do. It's not always, it doesn't always want to cooperate with me. Okay, so there she is. And then I think I want to put the sandals on her. And then all I'm going to do is I am just going to cut out, but because I'm kind of like what I do with this is I'm kind of testing it. So as I am testing it, I'm also building it, I'm also recording. Um, so that's why I will tell you, like, oh, this is all going to be fixed, but for me, it just is not working properly yet. Right there, let's cut. Needs to come down just a little. Right there. And then let's just cut that down a little bit. And the shoes are really one of the hardest things to create because they have to be just so. Where do you think the rest of my sandal just went? There it is. There. And then I'll take that itty bitty strap. Right there. Put that right there. And you know what? I'm going to cut this piece off. And then I'm going to put a little glue right here on this little piece so that I can glue the two ankles back together. There we go. So she had lots of blisters and her toes are covered in Band-Aid. That's what it is. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right. So I think she's lovely. I am not crazy about the shoes, but the rest of her is absolutely beautiful. Um, let's we can put sunglasses on her. You know, they fit. Um, the other shoes also are a little bit too big, and that, like, I don't see that until I'm building. The headbands and everything, that works. The clothes always work. That's not a problem. But it's always the shoes because it is hard to see what you're doing. So here is the camping trip paper doll. This is mine. And I hope you will show me what you are making with this. I would love to see. Come find me in Mary Lou's Creative Circle. Show me what you're making. Go to the community on YouTube and show me what you're making. I want to know. I want to see it. Um, I am so curious to see how our paper doll world is developing. I want to see your city of the paper dolls, or what are you calling it? Are you putting it in a journal? Are you doing it like me, where you have the 52 paper dolls, or well, it'll be more than that? But is that what you're creating, or are you creating something else? I am just so curious to see what is coming out of this. On top of that, I am looking for someone to join my design team. Um, all that happens is I am giving you the paper dolls, and you show off what you're making with them, either on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever you want to do. um, I just want to see where we can take this. Where can we take this community? Because it is so much fun to play with these week after week. It is a very simple little project. It is a very easy, fun thing to do. And look at how beautiful this journal becomes. You know, I can't wait for what it is going to look like when, by the time that we reach the final page. By hitting the like button or subscribing to my channel, is it is the best compliment you could ever give me, and I really appreciate that. All my subscribers, thank you very much. If you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you again on Monday. Bye.